Hello and welcome to another video. So I thought there's still quite a few series that I'm in the middle of which I have started quite a long time ago that I just need to get through. So I thought in this video I'm going to just get through some of those, and some of them I've only got like 1 or 2 books left in this series before I finished it. So this is my reading journal. In here you've got a list of all the book series that I'm in the middle of and how many books are left of each one, and I sort of colour in a square each time I finish one of the series. So Olive, chew that off. I've got the last 2 books of the Addicted Calloway Sisters series to read, but I don't have Kindle Unlimited at the moment. Olive, she's literally just broken a bit of it. Stop. Yeah, so 2 books left of that, but I don't have Kindle Unlimited at the moment because I'm having a break from it, so I won't be reading those. The Entangled with Faye series, I've only got the last book in the series. Again, that's on Kindle Unlimited, so I won't be reading that one. Chestnut Spring series, I've only got the last book in the series to read. Love Light Farm series, I've got the last 3. I think I'm going to listen to those ones via audiobook because I don't have Kindle Unlimited, and I think they're on Kindle Unlimited, but anyway, I don't want to buy them. Silo, which is like a sci-fi kind of series, I've got 2 left. The Inheritance Games, I've only read the first book, so I've got the next 2. Caraval, I've only got the last book to read. Boys of Tommen, I've got quite a few, I've only read the first one. And Divine Rivals, I've only got the second book to read. And then also Zodiac Academy, I've only read the first book. So I'm going to sort of focus on ones I think which I've got only like 1 or 2 books left in the series, so I can just get them done, especially some of them I started quite a long time ago, so they just need to be read so that I don't forget what's actually happened. I've picked up here a pile of ones that I think I'm going to hopefully get to either for this video or at some point soon. Don't know how long I'm going to film this video for, but the first one is Hopeless by Elsie Silver, which is the final book in the Chestnut Spring series, so it's like Beau's love story, so I've got that one. I haven't heard amazing things about the last one though, so that's why I've kind of been putting it off, but anyway, it's time to get to that. Then also Finale by Stephanie Garber, because I've only got that last one left to read of the Caraval series, and then that series will also be done, which will be good. And then potentially get to the Hawthorne Legacy, which is the second book in the Inheritance Games. I did start this not too long ago and I literally read half of chapter 1. So I read about 4 pages and then I just stopped because I wasn't feeling it. I was in my reading slump time. And then possibly Ruthless Vows, which is the second book in the Divine Rivals trilogy, and I really enjoyed the first one, but I haven't heard as good things about the second one, so I'm a bit nervous, but it'd be good to just read it while it's still really fresh in my brain because I feel like I'm more likely to enjoy it more then. I've just read like a fantasy, and I've also read sort of historical fiction kind of books. I feel like I'm kind of feeling a romance at the moment, so I might start with Hopeless by Elsie Silver. Hopefully it won't take me too long. Romance is usually quite quick to get through, and then this series will be done. I think I'm going to start with that one. No! Oh, Olive, ow! Ow. Who does that? Runs and jumps on my back. It's not funny. Little update. It's a few days later. I haven't really been reading too much recently because I've just had a lot going on, been quite busy. No, Olive, do not jump up at me. Do not do that. I'm gonna walk away from her a little bit. Hopefully she doesn't follow me. I read about 96 pages of this and I am really enjoying it, but I feel like my reading slump is kind of coming back a little bit just because I've had a lot going on and I've got a really busy week this week. But I'm gonna really try hard tonight to read some more because I've not been sleeping very well, and I feel like reading before bed does help a little bit because it kind of settles your mind. I'm not on my phone so much just before I go to bed. I think I'm going to try and read more tonight, but I am really enjoying it. The 2 main characters have met and everything, and they've decided, they've come to some sort of agreement thing, they're gonna like get fake engaged. So it's sort of like a fake engagement situation, which benefits both of them in different ways. Mainly the girl, it mainly benefits Bailey, but also they obviously like each other, so it's going to benefit them both in the long term. And you know, it's just obvious, it's a romance book. They're sort of just starting to be fake engaged at this point, but they haven't told their family or anything yet, so that'll be interesting. And also, just quickly, while I'm looking semi kind of decent while I've got makeup on, I have a little bit of news. So the reason I've been in a reading slump for the past 4 months or whatever, 4.5 months, is because we have a little one on the way. So I'm currently just over 20 weeks pregnant. So like my mind's just been completely on baby, worry, just like so much things going on. Had appointments, been feeling a little bit rubbish in between, been tired, so I was too tired to read. Just couldn't concentrate on anything either. Just concentration hasn't been at its best because I've had just a lot on my mind and stuff. So that is what's been going on in my life, but I'm hoping to continue with this channel in between, but my videos maybe, oh hello Loki. But my videos just might be a little bit all over the place for a while, because obviously with a child on the way, we've got a lot going on, and lots of big changes happening in my life. So yeah, but I'm gonna try and read in between, even when the baby's born, because I love reading and I have lots of books on my shelves that need to be read, so that will not stop. I am just chilling here with my boy. I'm so tired, honestly. I feel like at the moment I could just sleep all day. Just a really quick update. I'm quite a long way through this, so I don't know how many pages I am. I'm on page 266, which is chapter 30. And I feel like I've been getting through this book super slow still. I have been enjoying it, but I just feel like the plot, there's not a huge amount happening, so I feel like it's sort of just dragging out a little bit at this point. I'd kind of prefer if there was a little bit more plot going on in the book. I feel like there's not a huge amount really. Do you like Bo as a character? And Bailey, she's okay. She's nothing, I don't know. I find some of the things she comes out with a little bit random. Like she'll just randomly, out of the blue, even when they barely knew each other, randomly out of the blue just ask him something like a sexual question or something, I'm just like, would someone actually ask something like that, just like that in real life? I mean, maybe people do, I don't know, but definitely not me. So I've got just over 100 pages left. I really want to get this done within the next couple of days so I can move on to something else, but I've been sort of only reading about 30-40 pages a day at the moment because I've just been really tired and just struggling to concentrate. And when it gets to the evening when I've got more time to read, I'm just so tired. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but hopefully I'll get through this soon, and then I'll give you my final update once I've finished it and give you my final thoughts. And then I think I'm going to move on to something that's more fantasy based, because I'm fed up of romance at the moment. I just feel like I'm not really in a romance mood. I'm in like a fantasy, high stakes, battle scenes kind of mood rather than a romance. So anyway, gonna get this done. Just on a home workout, so I'm a little bit out of breath, so bear with me. But last night I finished Hopeless by Elsie Silver, and I think I'm gonna probably give this a 3.5 or a 3.75 stars, because I did really enjoy it, but it was just slow. The first half was just quite slow, and also the female main character wasn't my favourite. What did affect my enjoyment of this is I've actually been listening to another romance book by audio, and it's kind of a little bit similar in the fact that it's based kind of on a farm type of thing, and I think I just got a little bit confused at times until I got back into the story when I was reading it. I feel like I was getting confused between the two at first. It made it a little bit more confusing, but anyway. This whole series is now complete. I've read every single one in the Chestnut Springs series. And I think next I'm gonna actually read Ruthless Vows, because this is just a duology and I read the first book not too long ago. So I think I'm gonna read this one next. I think this one's a little bit bigger than the previous book, but not much. It's still only about 400 pages, so it's not actually that long. It looks longer than it is because the pages are quite thick, I think. Yeah, I'm quite nervous to go into this because I did really enjoy the first book, and I've heard a lot of people saying that they didn't like the second one as much. Apparently the second book's a bit more like political and stuff, but we will see. I might really enjoy that. Fingers crossed I do, because I really did enjoy the first book and I don't want to be disappointed. I think I've only got about 40 minutes left, and then at some point this afternoon or evening I'm going to start this one. So I'll let you know my thoughts once I'm maybe like a third of the way through or something. Hello everyone. So I have kind of put on pause Ruthless Vows at the moment, and the reason for that is because I was listening to the audiobook on Spotify along with reading it physically, and I feel like I was getting through it much easier while listening to the audiobook at the same time. So I've put a little pause on that for now, because I've run out of my Spotify reading like listening hours, so I can't finish the audiobook for I think another 10 days or something. So I'm going to put that book on pause for now. And then I was thinking, what series, like obviously I've got Caraval, the last book in that series to read, and then I finished that series, or like the Inheritance Games, but I thought I'm not really feeling those books at the moment, and I don't want to put myself back in a reading slump because I feel like I've just kind of got out of my reading slump, so I don't want to put myself back in it by reading something I don't really want to read. So I started on my Kindle last night. Oh, my Kindle's got like a sticky patch on it. So I started last night on my Kindle The Housemaid is Watching, which is the third book in the Housemaid series. And I know that she's bringing out like a little novella kind of thing as well. Obviously this is like the third in the series. It hopefully should be the last like main book in the series, because I don't feel like there needs to be any more. But anyway, I started it last night. I read quite a large chunk of it. Well, I got to 26%, so I got like a quarter of the way through, and I am enjoying it so far. It's a little slow to start with. I feel like I don't really know where the story's going. Loki's running around with that toy with the bell on, so you will hear that bell noise. And this is Olive. She's just watching him, I think, at the moment. So basically, this is set like, I think like, I don't know how many years in the future, like 10 years in the future or something. Like, not 10 years in the future. 10 years since the last book finished. And she's living with her husband and 2 kids. She's just moved from the city to this like country house. And they got it for quite a lot cheaper than it was up for. And no one else wanted the house. Obviously, you don't know why. And she, as soon as they move in and that, she starts really regretting her decision to buy this house. And her neighbours are all very strange. There's like one neighbour who's got a young boy and she keeps him on a leash, which is obviously a bit weird. And then also her other neighbour, Suzanne, I think she's called, she was just like really weird. She's like really weird and annoying, and like major red flags with her. I don't like her at all. So that's all that's happened really so far. They've sort of met the neighbours, a couple of little things have happened so far, but nothing major, so I don't really know where the plot's going at this point, but we will see. I'm going to read a couple chapters now because I've just had lunch, so I'm going to read a couple chapters now, then I'm going to get back to work, and then I will continue this evening. I'll probably get through quite a lot of it this evening because her books are just so quick and easy to fly through. I feel like I get through them super fast. Finished The Housemaid is Watching on my Kindle. I got through that pretty quickly because, as I said before, her books are just super quick to get through. This one I did enjoy like parts of it, but I do also feel like it wasn't necessary. Like, it could have been a story on its own. It didn't really need to be part of this series, if that makes sense. Like, it could have just been made the same story but with different characters and everything. But anyway, it wasn't terrible. It just wasn't my favourite of hers. And I will still read the little novella that she is bringing out that goes with this series because why not? Might as well finish it. But yeah, it was okay. I'd say probably a 3.25 or a 3.5. So I did enjoy it just because her reading's so easy to read and it was just quite gripping, but at the same time the storyline wasn't the best. So now that I've finished that, basically to finish off the vlog, I need to wait until my Spotify listening hours are back and then I can finish Ruthless Vows, and then yeah, so I'll get back to you when eventually my watch hours are back, and then I'll finish that one and let you know my final thoughts and my final rating for that one. It's now a few weeks later from when I filmed the last clip for this vlog because I was waiting for the audiobook of this to come back, Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross, because I was listening to the audiobook while I was reading along with it physically. So it's now like, what is it, the 11th of September? 11th of December. Sorry, I'm going back in time there. I did read a little bit of it physically, maybe like a few chapters, and I don't know what it is about this. Like, I'm here, I've only got about this much left, so I've not got very much, but I don't know what it is about this, but it's just not holding my attention. I'm not hating it. I'm finding some parts of it interesting and I am enjoying like some parts of it, but just when I'm reading it physically, I feel like my brain is just wandering and I'm not like staying focused on it, and I just don't know why. I'm not sure what it is exactly about it, but yeah, it's just not holding my attention completely. So my Spotify hours should be back now, considering it's a few weeks later. So I'm working from home today doing some painting for my like art business, and then yeah, I'm going to listen to the audiobook on Spotify while I work. I might be able to finish it today. I'm not sure how long the audiobook of it left, but either today or tomorrow I'll probably get this audiobook done. And then I can update you with my final thoughts and end the vlog. I'm just not enjoying this one anywhere near as much as the first book. The first book I flew through and I loved it so much. but this second one is just not doing it for me. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say the same thing, but I can't really pinpoint exactly what it is. It's just like lost the magic for me. I don't know. Dark. I've got the windows all wide open in this room and also the main light on. I just feel like it's so dark, so the lighting's just going to be terrible at the moment in all my clips because it's just so gloomy and horrible. And yeah, I guess it's winter in England, what do you expect? But I have finished Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. I ended up finishing it all via audiobook, and I must admit I did actually enjoy the audiobook more than reading it physically. I don't know why, but also I feel like the last kind of 1/3 of the book I did really enjoy. So I think I'll probably end up giving this like a 3.5 stars because I did enjoy it and I enjoy the world and I enjoy the concept. I love the characters, but there was just something about this one which did not grip my attention like the first book did. And I think it's just the first book had the whole intrigue with the relationship and the two of them didn't like each other. They were writing letters to each other but they didn't know that it was each other, and it was just so good. But this one focused a lot more on the war. And although that was interesting, I just feel like it just wasn't the same and it didn't hit the same. But I did enjoy it in the end. It's just one of those that the first book was definitely a lot better than the second one, and I think a lot of people would agree with that. But I'm really glad that this one is done now. So I will be having a little look in my journal to tick off what ones, what series I have now actually got through in this video, where I am in my series. Some of the series I've got written on my list of series that I need to finish. I'm not actually going to finish, I don't think, because just don't really want to and I'm not feeling it. So I'm just going to go through with you quickly. So here we go. I have read The Divine Rivals, the next one, so that series. Loki, stop it. What are you doing? So that series is completed, and once I've completed it I just colour in the square of that series. So Zodiac Academy, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to continue with it or not. I'm not sure how I'm feeling at the moment. What else did I read in this video? Chestnut Springs, that's it. So I also finished the Chestnut Springs series, so that one is done also. And then also the Housemaid series I have finished, but I didn't actually write that on here, but I've also read the little novella that goes with it, The Housemaid's Wedding. So that's that, and I'll write another one of these out for next year, getting rid of some of the series which I know I'm not going to finish, which I may do a video on, I don't know. But there are loads of series that I definitely want to start as well. I am going to end this video here because I feel like I've been filming this video for ages. It's maybe been like a couple of months maybe since I first started filming this video, because I've sort of been reading books from series throughout the past couple of months. So I hope the vlog kind of comes together in the end, because I've been filming it in between a couple of other vlogs as well and some videos for my other YouTube channel as well. So it's just, yeah, I'm a little bit confused with what I filmed and what I haven't filmed. So I'm just going to put all the clips together and hopefully something cohesive will come of this vlog. But I am really glad I've technically completed 3 series in this book vlog. I completed the Divine Rivals series, which is called The Letters of Enchantment, I think, the Chestnut Springs series and the Housemaid series. So I'm very, very happy that I've completed 3 more series off my to read list. Again, as always, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you want to see more from me, and hopefully we'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.